Welcome back from the break. I am glad you're still watching the Sustainable Energy Forum. I'm your host, Iguma Gabriel, and this show is brought to you with support from WWF, which is the Worldwide Fund for Nature. In the first segment, you met two entrepreneurs, Paul and Marjorie, and both of them deal in solar products. Like I told you before we went for the break, we are now going to speak to people that deal in briquettes. We have Samuel and Teresa. And we have briquettes in front of us, just in case you don't know exactly what briquettes are. Samuel, let's start with you. How exactly do you run your business?
Thank you, Gabriel. I run my business from my home. I have my briquette store at home. And yes, so I buy the briquettes from the company I work with, Briquetti, and store them at home and distribute to the homes around ours, and my neighbors, basically.
From the feature, we saw that your day job is actually something to do with IT and music and stuff like that.
Yes,
where do you get time to actually do this?
I actually schedule my briquette deliveries for the weekends. So during the week, I do my IT work with the IT company I work with. And then as in that time, I'm receiving orders that I will fulfill during the weekend. So I receive the orders during the week and schedule them for weekend deliveries.
Samuel, from where I'm seated, you don't look like a needy person. So why do you need to do this extra business?
As you might have seen in the segment, I actually got the inspiration from my mother, because she's almost retiring, and I pictured myself in her position at that time, and still having to work every day for a living. And I didn't want that for myself. So I thought of something that I would do in the time that I can't work, something that will sustain me, something that will earn me a living, and also something that's good for the environment. So I was talking with a few friends, and they brought up the briquette business, and they introduced me to Briquetti, and I was like, wow, this is something that I can really work with. So yeah, I had a meeting with the guys at Briquetti, and here I am.
All right. Let's go over to Teresa. You chose to go to Ginger, and this is where you do your business from. For starters, why Ginger?
In Ginger, no one knew about it. So like when we started it in Kampala, and we were very many in Kampala, and the market was a bit hard.
Flooded.
So I had a friend who, when I left Kampala, I thought I could take it to Ginger and introduce it in Ginger also.
How is it working in Ginger?
Good. Yeah, right.
Do you make money?
Yeah, I do.
Because this is about making money.
I do make money.
Okay, how much money do you make?
In a week, if the sales are good, sometimes 200,000, sometimes 150. It depends. Yeah.
Okay. I know that you do this in partnership with a certain company, and Ziwa is in the audience. He's from that company. Ziwa, how exactly do you do the business with entrepreneurs like this?
An individual from a home can choose to do business with us. A doctor can choose to do business with us. So we go out to exhibitions and people identify us. We put out our products. We talk to them, what are the advantages. Then some people come up and say, can we do business with you? Then the next step we say is a yes. And it has been a very, very important sect in our business. It's been the only way we have been able to reach communities, big businesses. It's through these entrepreneurs. So,
how wide is your reach in the country?
Like you could hear, we have Ginger, we have Entebbe, we have Wakiso, and of recent, through another party organization, we have reached Buyikwe, and then Mbale.
Okay.
And then mostly the emphasis in the past has been put in Kampala.
Yes.
But thanks to the entrepreneurs, we are almost going to everywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's take a few questions from the audience. Yes, madam.
I know there are very many suppliers for those products. How are you handling the competition in the market to be unique, to make sure that you sell your products?
All right.
I personally, I go door to door. I take samples that are about this size, because in briquette we have a similar sized pack. So I walk around the Bunga area. That's the area I stay. So I go home to home, explaining how the briquettes work and the advantages that they have, and giving away free samples. So I usually give about 2 packs of that similar size, that's about 1 kilogram, as samples. So basically that's how I would do my competition, I would do my marketing. As for the competition issue, we usually buy the products from briquette at a certain price and mark it up to a higher price to get a profit. So what I do personally is set my selling price slightly lower than what others would sell to have that competitive advantage, price-wise. Yeah.
All right, Teresa, how do you do it?
Yeah, as he says, I also go door to door because our products are not known yet in Jinja. So I can go like the supermarkets, you leave them with samples, and they try it, okay, like supermarkets or hotels, even homes. So you give them some samples, they try. After trying, you have to go back and get the feedback, either it worked for them or not.
Yeah.
So if it works, then they will give you a call, and then...
You mentioned hotels. Are there hotels that use briquettes?
Yeah.
In Kampala or just in Jinja?
Jinja, in Jinja.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's a new trend for using social media for marketing. Does any of you use social media to promote your product?
I'd thought about it. I hadn't actually started using it because it would involve more input from the guys at briquette. But yes, I had actually thought of probably starting a Facebook page for my briquette selling business. Briquette already has one for itself, but yes, the online presence isn't as big as we would love it to be, but it's a work in progress.
Okay.
Yeah.